episode of Bedtime Stories with the Principal. It's the second week of the month, so what does that mean? We have a guest reader. Enjoy.
Good evening, Tacoma Falcons. Thank you for joining me tonight for our bedtime story. I'm your first guest read aloud. My name is A.P. Rotman, and I am your assistant principal at Tacoma. Tonight, we're going to read one of my favorite books. It's called The Important Book, and it's written by Margaret Wise Brown. That's the same author who wrote Goodnight Moon, which is also another one of my favorite books. So, a little backstory. When I got this book, I was in my first year as a teacher. I was a second grade teacher, and my student Olivia gave this book to me. She wrote me a message just for me on the inside. Let's read it and see what it says. Dear Miss Rotman, this is a great book, and I have read it 1,000 times, and it never wears off. It never wears off? Well, let's take a look and see what Olivia might have meant in that note. The Important Book by Margaret Wise Brown. The important thing about a spoon is that you eat with it. It's like a little shovel. You hold it in your hand. You can put it in your mouth. It isn't flat, it's hollow, and it spoons things up. But the important thing about a spoon is that you eat with it. Okay, that's important. Oh, this is a beautiful illustration. The important thing about a daisy is that it is white. Oh, I see the white flowers here on the page. Okay. It is yellow in the middle, and it has long white petals, and bees sit on it. It has a ticklish smell. It grows in green fields, and there are always lots of daisies. But the important thing about a daisy is that it is white. That was a nice page. I think I'm noticing a little repetition in this book here. The important thing about rain is that it is wet. It falls out of the sky, and it sounds like rain, and it makes things shiny, and it does not taste like anything. And it is the color of air. But the important thing about rain is that it is wet. So I've noticed every page starts with the important thing about something. So let's see what we're going to learn about next. Oh. The important thing about grass is that it is green. It grows and is tender with a sweet, grassy smell. But the important thing about grass is that it is green. I'm also noticing some colors being mentioned in this book. Look here. Can you predict what it's going to be about? One of my favorite things. The important thing about snow is that it is white. It is cold and light, and it falls softly out of the sky. It is bright and the shape of tiny stars and crystals. It is always cold, and it melts. But the important thing about the snow is that it is white. Are you catching on? The important thing about an apple is that it is round. Oh, it is kind of round like a circle. It is red. You bite it, and it is white inside, and the juice splashes in your face, and it tastes like an apple, and it falls off of a tree. But the important thing about an apple is that it is round. Ooh, this page looks kind of scary or ominous and dark. The important thing about the wind is that it blows. Oh, I can see how it might be really windy in this picture here. You can't see it, but you can feel it on your cheek and see it bend trees and blow hats away and sailboats. But the important thing about the wind is that it blows. Do you see the hat blowing away? Do you see the tree bending? Do you see the sail on the sailboat? The wind is blowing those items. The important thing about the sky is that it is always there. Let me think, was there ever a time when the sky wasn't there? No, I think this book is telling us some pretty good advice here. It is true that it is blue and high and full of clouds and made of air, but the important thing about the sky is that it is always there. The important thing about a shoe is that you put your foot in it. You walk in it, and you take it off at night. And it's warm when you take it off. But the important thing about a shoe is that you put your foot in it. So we keep our feet safe while we walk in the school building or play outside. Oh, look at this page. The important thing about you is that you are you. It is true that you were a baby and you grew, and now you are a child at Tacoma Elementary School. And you will grow into a man or into a woman, but the important thing about you is that you are you. That's the last page. So I really like how I felt so special when I read this last page, that I'm me. So no matter what kind of me that I choose to be or I dream to be, the most important thing about me is me, which also means that the most important thing about you is you. We all have special gifts and talents and successes that we bring to our classrooms, to our schools, and to our families. And our friends do too, and so do our teachers. The important thing about all of us is that we are who we are. I think that's the feeling that Olivia was trying to tell me never wears off. That's an important reminder for us all. Thanks for joining me. Good night, Falcons.